And Neesh.
This is Too Much TV
and Too Little Time.
We're checking in again. It's Friday. How was your week? Did you watch your shows? Neesh, I'm going to admit.
What?
I missed a couple shows.
What shows did you miss?
Mary. We're going to get into it.
Let's get into it. Welcome back, world. And we're just excited. A lot happened this week. We're going to get to it, but we're going to start off with Sunday.
Sunday. Secrets and Lies.
I wasn't really feeling it.
I'm going to wait for the season finale.
Go ahead.
I don't know where it's going. I mean, I feel like it's developing, but the first episodes were much better than...
Okay, so this week we found out that the detective, what's her name again? Cornell has a daughter in jail.
She locked her own daughter up.
She locked her own daughter up. So it's kind of really giving us an idea of who Cornell really is and what everybody thinks she's in.
Crazy.
She's cray.
And she a little...
She just be popping up? She just pop up?
No, she crazy, y'all.
Crazy.
But yeah, I mean, we didn't really get much. Other than
my prediction is going to be right.
What?
Like I said about American Crime.
What?
I hope Secrets and Lies is not turning into like a American Crime and Resurrection.
It can't. They had to tell us who killed Tom.
They're not going to. They never told us who came back in Resurrection. Why did they come back in Resurrection?
Yes, they did. You stopped watching it.
Okay.
We're going to get into that later. Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what? This week, like...
It's really nothing for them to talk about, but this week, Nene did come back from New York.
Nene came back from New York.
She helped Phaedra out with her all-boys event, and the girls, they cut a fool at the all-boys event. I mean,
cut a fool!
Some of Atlanta's elite was in the building. Judge Mathis.
Cousin Jeff.
Cousin Jeff was there. So that was a little embarrassing, for Phaedra, but...
Like, they were arguing in the kitchen, and everyone could hear them in the hall.
The debate was whether or not Claudia should have chased Nene out of the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Now, as much as Nene get on my nerves, I wouldn't have chased her out the kitchen. There were grown women in there.
I wouldn't have argued in the kitchen. Like, you guys are at an event, and people can hear you arguing in the kitchen.
But what do you think about Nene?
I think Nene was out of line. I think everyone was out of line. It was the wrong place.
Okay.
It was the wrong place for the conversation. I'm sorry.
Nene's getting on my nerves.
Everyone was out of line.
Okay, I'm going to just say it, because nobody else wants to say it, but I'm with Candy on this. Nene is getting on my nerves. She's so hypocritical. One day she's up, one day she's down. I'm tired of it.
Nene is the storyline. She's rich, bitch.
Moving on.
No, but somebody who else was out of line?
Who?
Phaedra. I love you. Your interest was out of line.
Phaedra's interest to the boys. What is her fetish with? Fetish might be the wrong word, but what is her thing with marching band?
I don't know.
Second time coming with a marching band.
Boys event. It wasn't a music and arts event. It wasn't an HBCU college event. It was something about men with with young boys and fathers,
right.
And she marches in with a full-on marching band. And I didn't quite get it. And then she held, I guess her son, but...
Phaedra is known for her interest, and that girl can give an entrance. She can throw a party. So kudos to Phaedra. I really enjoyed
It just was a little weird.
Event.
I didn't get it. But we love you, Phaedra. Fix it, Jesus. Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Like we said last week, Erica doesn't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I am pretty ashamed that I watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but they're pretty interesting. This week... Mama put her foot down with little Miss Kylie.
What happened with Kylie?
She said Kylie doesn't respect her mother. Kylie doesn't respect herself.
I don't
know. But Kylie has been going through a lot of different things, and Mama Jenna put her foot down. Like, you know what, Kylie? You're gonna respect me. I'm your mother, and you're gonna go on a trip with me.
Where'd they go?
San Diego to visit MJ, their grandmother.
Oh, that was
another little cute thing that happened. One interesting thing that happened in this week's episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe and French Montana broke up. She sent Malika to go drop his stuff off at his house.
Khloe's black.
Okay, so, but they all did an all-girls trip to Vegas like a few days after. Mm-hmm. And of course, women being women, if you see your man there, you're going to try to link up with
Khloe saw French there, but she didn't know French was going to be there.
She didn't know French was going to be there.
French.
They linked up. Of course, Malika was pissed because she felt like Khloe put her in the middle of their situation, and she just wasn't really feeling Khloe reuniting with French. But we hope it's over. I mean, I don't know. Did you like French and Chloe?
I like Chloe and Lamar. I'm sorry. I still like Chloe and Lamar. Is anybody with me?
No.
I like Chloe and Lamar. I mean, I thought they were a little weird in the beginning, the whole quick marriage turnaround, but I thought they were kind of cute. I'm sorry.
She did mention Lamar and just how it's still.
She still has the tattoo. I don't think she's over him. They haven't even officially got divorced yet. Chloe,
We'll see.
I got my eye on you. Monday.
Our favorite.
Teen Mom. OG. So,
This
did
week.
anybody watch Teen Mom? Because Bentley showed up and showed out.
I love Bentley.
If he's never been the cutest kid, he's officially the cutest kid.
Okay, so what happened this week is Macy and her boyfriend Taylor announced to Bentley that they were having a baby. And his expression was priceless. I kind of dropped the tear a little bit.
Like, YouTube it, MTV.com, check it out. It was his birthday party, but they decided to get him an extra gift from the baby. And so he opens the gift and he's like, oh, this is cool. And then they're like, well, who's it from, Benny? Like, look at the tag. And he's like, it says it's from baby or something. So Bentley's genuinely confused. And she's like, it's from your baby. We're having a baby. Taylor and I are having a baby. He was like, what? He said, are you sure? Like, he said, how do you know?
But it was really, really, really cute. And I think I'm excited for Macy and Ryan.
And she's having a girl.
Not Ryan, Taylor. So I'm excited for them. But speaking of the party,
Who are you going to say?
Ryan's mom.
Ryan's mom
is giving all the tea. Bentley's birthday party.
And shady too.
And she's real shady too.
Like dropping all type of secrets about how Ryan and his new girlfriend are not getting along and they arguing.
And supposed to be moving out.
Mama Ryan,
I thought that was so funny though.
We need to have you on the show because you got all the tea, honey.
She was, but I think he was a little upset with Gary this week.
Gary, we talked about this last week. You gotta watch what you say. Like, so Gary's current girlfriend, Christina, is also pregnant. And that was a really tough scene when Gary told Amber. But nevertheless, Gary broke the news to Leah. He's like, are you going to be excited about having a little brother or sister? And he was like, but it was an accident. And he said, accidents is when something wasn't really supposed to happen. How do you tell your child about to have a brother or sister, but that the brother or sister is an accident?
I don't know. But he doesn't seem really excited about this. He's not excited at all. But the sad part is that Amber is taking it really hard.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna cope well.
She's not taking this really well. She's still in love with. I don't think she's in love, but I'm thinking she want to get her family back.
She do.
And with this baby coming, then I don't know if it will work.
I think that's out the window. It really is. So.
Oh, and
What? What?
The other couple. Caitlin, they do get to see their baby. They did get a call from their foster parents.
No, but I think that's going to turn up.
Really?
I've seen the previews. Like, I think they get there and Carly's not there. Wow. And it's just a conversation with their adoptive parents because now they're trying to make sure they have some parameters set so they can see Carly because they haven't seen her in a year, maybe a couple years. I don't know, but I think. But
what did you say last week?
What?
He needs to marry her, correct? But they put a deposit. Tyler put a deposit on their venue. So, wedding coming soon?
They've been engaged forever.
But we're making progress. We're making progress.
Forever. Yeah. Tyler, put a ring on it. Caitlin, ask, where my ring at? Girl. Love and Hip Hop New York.
Didn't watch it.
It was the second part 2 of the reunion, and it was so uneventful that I really don't have anything to report. If you watched it, comment what were your favorite moments. But Tuesday, being Mary Jane, the season finale. It was interesting. Neesha doesn't watch it.
Not at all.
Had they not ended it the way that they ended it, I don't think they would have gotten another season. But they did end with a cliffhanger where Mary Jane overhears guy, what's the light-skinned, light bright name? Can't think of his name, but her ex-lover, who the one she tried to get pregnant with, David.
Okay.
I forgot you don't watch it. David. She overhears David and her ex-best friend talking about how the ex-best friend used to love David.
Wow.
And because he butt dials her. So she hears like this whole hour-long conversation. It's real dramatic. It's storming. She's at a red light. The light turned green, but she's so caught up in this whole conversation that she's overhearing. Mm-hmm. And the guy's honking like, go, it's a green light. So she spazzes out, presses on the gas, and another car is coming. It's raining, real dramatic. They like swerve off each other. The one car hits a tree, and Mary Jane crashes into a parked tow truck.
So we don't know.
And that's how it ended. But honestly, those probably last 10 minutes of a 2-hour finale were the only part that might have saved the show.
I want to hear from you guys. Let me know if you all think they should get renewed for another season.
I mean, if they could just do one season, let us know if she's alive or something, then that'd be it. But I will say Sheldon's comment to Mary Jane was very low.
What did he say?
He basically, he almost said he was using her. And I don't actually, and this is where I have issues with the show of how they paint single black women. Mm-hmm. But Sheldon is your non-traditional black man. He didn't want to get married. He didn't want to have kids. He didn't want any commitment. I mean, he just liked them chilling, watching TV. If she spent the night, she spent the night. He used to throw her toothbrush out. Oh my God. So the first night she stays the night. In the morning, he leaves her a toothbrush. She goes jogging. She wakes up. He left a toothbrush. You know, brush your teeth, boo, wash your face, and cook graphics. So the second night, she comes home from work. And day 2, in the morning, she wakes up. She put her toothbrush in the same cup as his. Day 2, she wakes up.
It's gone.
Her toothbrush is gone. He throws it away. Because, like, that's how non-committed he was. And he couldn't even stand seeing another woman's toothbrush in his bathroom. Oh, wow. And so he would, she was like, babe, where's my toothbrush? He was like, oh, just go in the cabinet and get another one. Open up the cabinet. It's like a whole Sam's Club box full of toothbrushes. Sheldon was crazy. That whole situation is weird. Sheldon did a number on her, and Mary Jane.
Yes, no more. No more.
Newlyweds was Newlyweds was a little sad. Neesha doesn't watch Newlyweds. One of the couples who really, really wanted a baby. They got excited because once they officially agreed to start trying, she stopped her birth control, got pregnant immediately, but it was a false pregnancy. But the crazy thing was she took a pregnancy test. She was positive. She goes to the doctor. They confirm it. She goes back 2 weeks later for an ultrasound. They can't find a heartbeat. Oh, wow. She's on the table. They schedule her DNC, which is, for all you guys out there, all the men watching, if you are watching, DNC is if you're having a miscarriage, they basically kind of go and scrape everything out. So she's on the table. They're rolling her into surgery, about to perform the procedure and put her under. They do a final ultrasound. And they find a heartbeat.
Wow.
Look at God. And so, wow. But it was faint. So now she's on the waiting game again. They're like, okay, go home for 2 more weeks. Come back, and we'll see if there's still the heartbeat. She goes back in 2 weeks, which is draining, but she goes back in 2 weeks and there's no heartbeat. So she did officially miscarry. So that was really, really, really tough for them. But I think they were pulled through. So that was the only interesting. Everything else was kind of steady, but interesting. So Wednesday.
Criminal Minds. It was pretty interesting. We had a nice storyline with the understory that the lead detective, they kind of opened up in his life on this week, and his wife died. His name,
who?
Hotch. So this week, Hotch opens up to his in-laws. And believe it or not, his father-in-law, I don't know if you remember when you did watch Criminal Minds, but his father-in-law hates him for the death of his daughter. Because, Hotch's wife was killed by one of the criminals.
The son's mother,
the son's mom. And so they kind of went into that story and dig deep about the battle between the wife's family and Hotch. So it was pretty interesting. And I think they're going to go far. Like I said last week, we're still waiting on the news for the niece, the daughter who's going missing, who's going to go missing eventually because she's been online dating and
being
things like
fast,
that. Really fast.
Really
fast. So
slow that ass down.
I would definitely update y'all on that.
Thursday, TGIT, thank God it's Thursday. Did anybody watch Scandal?
Excellent.
This is the Scandal that I like to see.
Scandal came back this week after a week off, and they gave us what we wanted. They gave our gladiators what we wanted, and it was really well.
It was a very
And
good.
Papa Pope came back. I was a little hesitant about Papa Pope coming back last week, but he came back and he showed out.
He was Papa Pope. He was in Papa Pope.
But we have to say, rest in peace.
Moment of silence for Mr. Jake.
Jake is gone.
Jake's gone.
Jake is gone.
Jake.
I don't know how they're gonna move on with this season. Like, I think Jake was a really important character in Scandal. I don't know how they're gonna move on with him being dead.
Someone had to die. Someone hasn't died in a long time. So I do think somebody had to die. And then I do think they needed to break the love triangle between Jake, Fitz, and Olivia. But I do think they're bringing, and I don't know his name, so y'all help me out. The black guy.
Okay.
I think they're trying to write him in to replace
Jake.
Columbus Short's role. What was his name?
Okay.
So he's not going to be a gladiator, but I do think he's going to play some type of weird double role in Olivia's life while still working for Rowan.
That's a good prediction.
In B613. So I'm interested to see how his character develops, because when he first in the bar, I knew it wasn't just a one night stand with him.
Something wasn't.
I knew something else was going to develop from that. So good job, Sean.
But we also noticed this episode, Millie.
Nelly announced her. Hold on, can we talk about Vice President Ross?
I will be just like her.
I love her.
Senator. We need real politicians like her. Okay,
we do.
She went through that bill. Okay, I was
1,200 pages, highlighters, post-its, color coded.
She's
my
my
vote for Vice President
she's
Ross.
I mean,
like
if we had real politicians like that, this world would be so different.
She was excellent, and I'm glad when she got Fitz on board.
Yeah.
That was a really, really good scene.
Yeah,
so,
I like it.
Shout out to them. I really enjoyed this
Good
week.
job,
I'm sorry, because this is how good Scandal was. I don't think they should have moved the mayor's wife's body.
Really?
No, there was no. I mean,
can we just talk
why
about
didn't they just get him out the room? Why
time out? This is what I want. Can we just talk about the guy who is running for mayor?
Yes.
We don't know his real name, but very attractive. Good job, Shonda.
Neesha,
Great eye candy
that's her
for
type of
Scandal.
guy.
I mean,
And
really,
he's
really
alright.
attractive, and he's playing that role.
He is. He's doing a good job playing the role. That's another person I wonder, are they going to keep him around? Because that was interesting how they brought him back, where originally he just was kind of
and I also
a side character.
I also think he has a thing for Olivia.
I do think he has a thing for Olivia. And how dare he give Olivia a hard time about her Prada bag, and he's sleeping with white women. I mean, I'm not discriminating. I'm just saying, don't judge her on her Prada when you sleeping with the man's wife.
Exactly, and she's white.
And she was a redhead. But anywho, American Crime.
I stopped watching it. I actually deleted it off.
It was better than last week. It's still developing, but I told you, I'm stuck to it because it really reminds me of Crash.
Okay.
And so I'm still enjoying it, and I can't. Does anybody else watch American Crime? Did the black guy do it? I can't, like.
That's how you know it's not bad. That's not good.
In some scenes, it seems like he didn't do it. There's not enough evidence to say he did it, but then he kind of low-key admitted it to his sister, but I think he only admitted it because he was going crazy and they were torturing him.
No second season X.
I'm still watching. I'm
X
staying tuned. I need to see how it develops.
No season two.
Lip sync battle. So guys, I was not on my game this week. I missed lip sync battle, but that's why we keep our DVRs with enough space, because it is recorded, so I will be watching it tonight. So tune in for my reaction next week. Mary, I also missed that.
I thought it was pretty good. Mary was pretty good. the girls went on a Costa Rican cruise. On the cruise, they perform, and Warren was like, "Cruise? Are y'all at the level now where y'all perform on cruise ships?"
But they love
God. Bigger than that. But this was episode. Erica told Tina that she did not want to be a part of Mary Mary, and that she was like she does every episode.
I was kind of like again, Erica.
She kind of like backpedals, and she kind of loves her sister, so she thinks she's doing the right thing by staying in the group. So she kind of said, "I do not want to be a part of Mary Mary anymore. I'm going to focus on my solo career." Got on stage, performed,
and loved it.
I love Mary Mary.
I love guys.
How can we let this group go? 14 years. That was her quote. 14 years. How can I let it go down
and
the drain?
Erica, you are banging out your solo career, but Tina crazy.
Real crazy.
But I do think you're sending her mixed signals because it's like 1 minute you really are ride or die Mary Mary, but then you like, ooh, I gotta do my solo career. And I think your solo career is really going great. Honestly, I think y'all need a manager. I think you could do both if y'all would just get a manager.
Well, this week we also got a little sneak peek into Tina's Teddy's wedding album. And it was really good. It was just from what I heard, just a little bit of what we heard, what they showed. It seems like it's going to be a great love album. I'm thinking more of a Toni Braxton and
Babyface. Oh, okay, Teddy and Tina. Come on, leave the music so we can hear it, please.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm
gonna
catch y'all tonight and catch y'all next week. Anytime y'all want to release the music, we are here.
We're waiting for that album.
And lastly, Friday.
Bring It was really good last week. The girls won against one of their rivals.
Good.
We did not get into the Baby Dancing Dolls did not come on this week, but we are waiting. I think the Baby Dancing Dolls is going to take the next season to another level.
Well, now, are most of the girls about to graduate?
We're thinking about maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
And so a lot of their parents are going with them. But, like I told you last week, those Baby Dancing Doll parents are going to bring it too. So, they're going to take the show to another level next week.
All right.
Next season.
Yeah. We check it for you, ladies. DD4L.
DD4L.
All right. So, we got some juicy new seasons coming, some specials.
Have y'all seen basically the preview to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? This is what you asked for last week, and she gave it to you.
She did give it to me.
Can we talk about it's a lot to talk about.
It's a lot to talk about.
Mama D's new husband proposed to her. Ex-husband proposing to her on
it looked like
a cherry and a drink.
It was terrible, y'all. But I'm not even gonna lie, I was a little hesitant because when he did it and she pulled out the ring, I thought Mama D was about to be like, he put a ring on it. But she did check him. And she said, this is not how the queen acts in the kingdom. So shout out to Mama D for standing her ground. Kurt and Rashida. Kurt, what are you doing? What?
Kurt ain't gonna never learn.
I thought you learned your lesson, Kurt.
Kurt ain't gonna never learn.
You got to do that.
Well, what about Young Jock with
Young Jock,
8 babies?
Why do you have 8 kids?
And now he has one on the way, apparently, according to the preview with Miss Piggy.
Young Jock, it is no longer going down for you, baby.
Not at all.
No, get it together. Let's talk about Jocelyn and Stevie. I think their storyline is going to develop into a little more serious storyline.
Because apparently everyone is doing drugs.
Not the fact that they're even doing drugs, but that they're in rehab and court dates, and I think their storyline is gonna be very serious.
Or with Nico's wife coming back, she's about to stir some drama up too.
It seems like Nico's wife needed a child because no one even knew about her prior to this.
Exactly.
Even the fact that they just dropped her presence. It's like now she got a face.
My question, Erica, is this wife really real? Is this really his wife? Or is this someone that, he met off the Atlanta streets?
I think it's really his wife. But I think they're developing this story into a little more than what it was. Because I don't know if as someone's wife, whether I'm their ex-wife, why all of a sudden it's convenient for me to be in the picture now.
Exactly.
So that's We'll see what y'all up to.
I'm excited. I'm ready for Love and Hip. Is it Monday? Monday. So
Monday,
next week,
8:00.
we're gonna have something for you. We're gonna give all the juice on Love and Hip.
I can't wait. Who's gonna watch Love and Hip Hop: The Wedding Special with Yandy and DC? They haven't really released any trailer. They did do like a little teaser at the end of the Part 2 New York reunion. But it's an interesting concept.
Why is that?
Because they're shooting the wedding live.
Okay.
You know, it's not pre-recorded or anything. And so I don't think about that. I hope the producers or Mona doesn't try to toss something in it for good TV. Yeah. Like if it's her wedding, let it be her wedding. Don't be like, we'll pay you extra if you decide to, you know, be a runaway bride. Like none of, just let it.
Right.
Let them have their moment. That I don't like about live TV because sometimes people try to throw a wrench in it for good TV. And Yankee and DC's, y'all be careful about that. Like that's a special moment. I don't know if y'all should have done that, but I'll be tuned in.
I'll be tuned in.
June 6th.
What's that?
Power is back on Stars. If you don't have Stars, call your local cable company. Find out they running some specials. They might do some 3-month free of HBO and Stars and Encore. Call your cable company. I'm calling mine. I'm excited. I actually might need to binge watch like the last 3 episodes of Power because I don't remember what happened. Do you remember what happened?
Yes,
the girl got shot,
and they got a preview of the face
of Ghost.
Face. So they got the top part of Ghost face. So something's gonna happen. Ready to see this
season. June 6th seems far away, but it'll be here before we know it.
And this upcoming May, my girl Candy,
yes,
she will be having a ski trip special with her
That's
family.
An interesting concept.
Yeah. Well, she's trying to get her family together. Mama Joyce is going to try to reunite with Cameron.
Camby.
Yeah. So they're going to try to get hash their issues out. Of course, Todd and the family's going to try to hash their issues out. So it's really pretty interesting. I love their drama.
And then since my Mama Sharon passed, so I wonder if they'll tie that in. Yeah. So I think it'll be interesting. And then lastly, also coming up in May, the Braxtons are back. I love me some Braxtons.
I'm excited for the Braxtons to return. I'm trying to figure out what the heck Tamar going to serve this season.
Tamar always does.
She's filling up all the juice.
But it's so good. It's so good. So we'll be turning in. Vince, I hope you ain't popping off on nobody. He only do cameo appearances on the Braxtons.
Do Vince remind you of
who?
Erica Campbell's husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
Vince and Warren Campbell, one and the same.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
That was good.
I call them managers.
They are managers. Husbanders. But we'll be tuning into the Braxtons. That's our show. Those are our girls. And they from back home, from Maryland. So they from your area. So shout out to you ladies. We'll be tuned in May. Anything else we're missing?
And don't forget Bruce Jenner interview next week.
Yes, next Friday, April 24th.
We'll have a lot. I know I will.
We might have a whole special.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot to talk about.
So subscribe to our channel. Leave your comments. Let us know what you're watching so we can tie it in. And we will see you guys